Welcome back to Tiger Hockey right here on KRDO News Channel 13. Hunter Fejes is currently taking his final class at Colorado College. He will graduate in May with a degree in economics. Fejes, an Anchorage, Alaska native, was selected by the Arizona Coyotes in 2012 in the NHL draft out of high school. But his life has had a degree of difficulty.
My dad always tells me certain things about how my mom always wanted, a boy. Finally, they had two girls, and then they tried very hard to have a boy. And when I was born, I was her little prince.
Samuel Hunter Fejes was born on May 31st in 1994 to Samuel and Gail Fejes. As he puts it, he was the quintessential mama's boy.
I would always try to sneak in late at night to lay right next to her, and finally, my dad's like, "You're too big for this. You got to go back to your own room." My mom would, put on a blanket and lay on the couch and watch TV or something, and I would always go up to her and I would sit on her hip, and even when I was too big to sit on her hip, I would still sit on her hip.
On June 27th in 2004, Hunter was heading to hockey practice in the car with his mother when an aggressive driver cut them off.
My mom honks the horn or whatever, and the guy speeds up and flips us off, and then, kind of instantly put on the brakes.
Gail Fejes had to swerve out of the way.
It wasn't quick enough, and we ended up nicking the side of the car and catching a tire and started rolling. And we got rushed to the hospital. We were in very critical condition. I suffered hearing loss in my left ear, 45 stitches in my leg, 20 staples in my head. I had a blood clot the size of a baseball, a collapsed lung.
Hunter was in a coma for almost a week.
And I remember waking up in the morning just asking my dad, is mom okay? My mom ended up passing away, I think I'm pretty sure it was that day or, within the day.
Hunter believes his loving mother did one last thing for him.
When my heart started flatlining, when my mom passed away, it started to pick back up again.
Hunter was only 10 years old.
You always wonder why, such bad things happen to good people. When she was gone, it was like, what do I do?
Hunter and his father's bond grew even stronger, and he thrived in hockey. 7 years later, the unthinkable happened.
When I was 16, I was driving down the same road, and there's a person in the other lane. It's that is ready to turn in their driveway, and some lady on her phone rear ends the back of them. They go into my lane. I'm going downhill, so I have to make a quick reaction. I swerve out of the way. They still smash into my car door, and I spin around, drift, and then I catch a tire and roll into the ditch. And I kick out the window of the car and crawl out, and I come out with no scratches. And
Hunter had once again escaped a near-death experience.
That day I felt like there was a guardian angel over me. Everyone comes up to me like, "I don't know how you didn't get hurt or how you're not injured."
The Colorado College senior says he knows his mother's spirit is always with him.
I guess the hardest part for me is just thinking back about how, she wouldn't be there for my, some of the big moments in my life. She won't meet my future wife or my kids, or, watch me get married and maybe potentially play professionally. And so just things like that, really takes it kind of hurts. There's nothing I can do to ever bring her back. I know one day I'll see her again.
And the driver who cut off Hunter Fejes' mother, when Hunter came out of his coma, he had to give a description to the police. The driver ended up serving 90 days in jail for the hit-and-run accident. Fejes, a well-rounded individual, fluently speaks Japanese. We'll have more Tiger Fighting Hawks action for you coming up as second period is getting ready to begin in Grand Forks.